Hi there Libra, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for September. This month begins with Saturn gripped in a rather corrosive angle, right angle with Mars, the planet of go-gettingness, which is in the part of your horoscope to do with friendship. So what's the significance? Well, the first 2 weeks of this month suggest that when it comes to your long-term aims, particularly if money is a pressing matter for you, you may need to try and just slow things down, because the more you try to drive things towards an immediate solution, the more that you could get frustrated if this doesn't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but Mars is quite an impatient energy, and it's in that part of your horoscope that's to do with your future. You want your future clarified, but Saturn is in the part of your scope that's to do with the here and now in terms of what you have in your hand at the present time. It's about tangible stuff you want to see. It's all very well having ideas and a plan. You want to see now how things can improve for you. And if you can't, then the frustration can mount. What can give you a window into how you can handle this is an incredible new moon which occurs on the 5th. The new moon which influences the 12th solar house is probably one of the least positive of the 12 that occur in a year, and that's where this one impacts for you. But the saving grace is the role of Jupiter, and Jupiter is right high up at the top of your scope in your 10th solar house, your midheaven. And that's a planet of growth, it's a planet of optimism, of hope. And it's going to be there for the next year, giving you an enormous opportunity to make progress when it comes to people recognizing your talents, and also with you ending up in a role which gives you perhaps more money, but also more personal satisfaction. And that link is linking with the sun and the moon, saying to you, you need to have faith. So even if things aren't clearly shaping up for you in the way you want at the start of this month, just try to slow things down. It is all going to come through for you. And the evidence of that starts to show for you on the 9th, when Mercury enters your sign. As Mercury's been going through your 12th solar house, it's a planet which can make us more anxious. It can make us feel quite exhausted because it influences our nervous system in this area. It can also see us being a little bit unsure about where we stand around trust issues. So if there is anyone in your circle that you're not quite sure of, or there are fair weather friends, unfortunately the role of Mercury through this area, and also that new moon even, may have flagged up some of the people that you can't rely on quite so much. But once Mercury pitches up in your sign, things will start to seem and feel a lot more optimistic. It's not going to be a panacea, because it is going to go opposite Uranus, suggesting that there can be some crazy, unpredictable and fast-moving events around your love life, but it certainly won't be dull. But I do feel having Mercury in your sign will give you the green light that things can start to rebuild, that there is a future coming for you. And you're given more evidence of this from the 10th through to the 20th, when Mars forges a quite sensational angle with Uranus. Now, Uranus has been both good cop and bad cop for you over the last couple of years. It may have given you a greater desire to have more personal freedom, but at the same time there may have been times when you felt really lonely. And it's not an easy planet in the 7th solar house. It's going to be there for some years to come. And of course it continues to clash with Pluto. So any relationship issue seems to impact in a very visceral way around your emotional situation. If things aren't quite sweet, you're feeling unsettled. But as Mercury penetrates deeper into this area, I do feel your confidence will grow. And as Mars forges this wonderful angle with Uranus, it can give you an amazing desire to really go for it and be much bolder. This can see you linking up with daring friends, people who see the big picture, people who have very principled views on the environment, on poverty, on helping people who are less fortunate, or just going out and supporting a sports team. But you can find there's lots of energy going round, and there may be the chance to get to know a new crowd of friends who can be fantastic and stimulating fun to be with. The 19th could be a difficult time for you, quite frankly, because This is a full moon, and it's a full moon which is going to accentuate those people that you can't rely on. And you may suddenly feel isolated again. But all this is just pointing you towards sorting out, sifting away the people who are really meaningful in your world and the people aren't. Remember, Saturn is demanding substance for you. You don't want willy-nilly people, you want people who are there for the long haul. So try to take it in your stride if some people do seem to be drifting out of your life. And anyway, Venus then goes on to connect with Saturn, suggesting that when it comes to relationship issues, money can be a hot topic. This can be particularly so if you and a partner have very, very different approaches to how you spend the stuff. If you tend to like your luxuries, but they tend to be a bit more spendthrift, then that could see some tensions. On the other hand, it could be an issue of taste. You may feel that your tastes are not being replicated by the people that you come into contact with. And that may be difficult. It can feel as if you're out of sync with the wider scheme of things. But actually what Saturn's doing is asking you to simplify, to sift, get down to what's really important to you. Make your life just work in as narrow a way as possible, and you'll start to get more value from that. And that will start to become much clearer to you from the 23rd, when the sun sweeps into your sign, gives you a huge burst of energy. And the last 10 days of September can really see you in much more positive and dynamic form, and really setting a trail with your bright ideas, your drive and your determination to get your voice heard. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.